Good afternoon and welcome to our annual scholarship recognition ceremony. To say that I'm honored that you have adapted along with us and are joining us via Zoom to celebrate the College of Pharmacy scholarship donors and recipients would be an understatement. A few virtual meeting reminders as we get started. We are asking that participants mute their microphone during the ceremony. Also, this is an active meeting, so others will be able to see you if you choose to keep your camera on. And lastly, Zoom has a chat function, and we encourage you to celebrate, encourage, thank, congratulate each other using that function. Feel free to submit other questions and comments there too, and we'll try to address them if time permits. The scholarship recognition program is always the highlight of our academic year. It's a great way to kick off the year. And while social distancing protocols have steered us into a different format today, I'm excited that the virtual platform provides an opportunity for more people to participate in this special program, both as active participants in this Zoom call and via our live stream on the YouTube channel. We had over 100 people register for today's program, and we are joined by donors around the country, students, faculty, staff, as well as the MUSC president, Dr. David J. Cole, and MUSC's executive vice president of academic affairs and provost, Dr. Lisa Saladin. Like everything these days, today's program is a little bit different. But one of the valuable things that we've all learned in the past few months is the great appreciation for the difference between form and substance. COVID may require us to make concessions to the way we do things, but has in turn given us a sharper focus on the substance behind it. Our virtual format today remains steadfast on the true celebratory purpose of our annual gathering. We recognize each donor and scholarship recipient with a PowerPoint presentation, and we have a chance to hear from one of our student leaders, Haney Barakat, as the keynote speaker to show the impact of your investment. The generosity and support of our donors is critical to the success of our students, the college, and MUSC as a whole. It gives me great pleasure to introduce MUSC President Dr. David J. Cole, who has joined us personally to share his appreciation on behalf of MUSC. A native of New Mexico, Dr. Cole attended New Mexico State University, was a Rhodes Scholar finalist, and earned his medical degree from Cornell University. He completed his surgical residency at Emory University affiliated hospitals in Atlanta and his surgical oncology fellowship at the NIH and National Cancer Institute in Bethesda, Maryland. Under Dr. Cole's visionary leadership, MUSC is becoming a preeminent and innovative academic health science center. Dr. Cole's drive to transform healthcare, research, and education elevates innovation to be the center of MUSC's culture and purpose. Dr. Cole, thank you for taking time to join us today.
Thank you, Dr. Hall, and thank you for inviting me to join you all for this celebration, especially as we all continue to walk through some very trying times. I certainly don't want the pandemic to overshadow the incredible achievements that have brought these students here today, nor the critical and thoughtful donations of our College of Pharmacy Scholarship and fund supporters. However, we must acknowledge that on numerous levels, it has changed how we do things and will do things in healthcare, research, and education moving forward. How we're gathered today is a simple reminder of that. The daily challenges of COVID-19 make it even more important for us to take the time to embrace the positive. Today is definitely a positive, so we celebrate the donors who've ensured vital scholarship support, as well as the very deserving and talented students who will move forward with their dreams of careers in pharmacy. Simply put, thank you. Thank you to everyone here today. Thank you to our students for your achievements, dedication, and fortitude. and for choosing an institution that revels in innovation and the opportunities that come from facing adversity. Thank you to our much appreciated donors and supporters of the MUSC College of Pharmacy Student Scholarship Program, which serves to empower a diverse community of students to becoming caring, compassionate, ethical, and skilled healthcare professionals. In so doing, your vital and integral dollars continue to allow MUSC to change what's possible in pharmacy, not just for our students, but for the communities that they'll go into to serve, no matter what comes their way. Congratulations to this year's recipients, and once again, to our donors for making them a part of the MUSC family with your stewardship. Thank you so much.
Dr. Cole, thank you again for being with us today. Your continued leadership and support of the College of Pharmacy is greatly appreciated. By now, I hope DoorDash has arrived so you can enjoy your lunch during our scholarship recognition presentation. I am delighted to announce that because of the generosity of many individuals, organizations, corporations, the college has the privilege of presenting 47 titled scholarships today, representing 77 individual awards. I am especially proud that the combined student financial support awarded in 2021 academic year totals nearly $1 million, which is thanks to each of you. This is the most support the college has given out in any single year. Thank you. I'd like to recognize this year's College of Pharmacy Scholarship Committee for their hard work in selecting and distributing these well-deserved scholarships. Dr. Yuri Peterson chairs the committee with members including Dr. Lynn Huber, Dr. Kathy Worrell, Dr. Sandra Garner, Dr. Ed Soltis, Ms. Jenny Back, Ms. Faye Ratliff, and Ms. Megan Draper. All as we have done in the past, we will recognize all named scholarships and student recipients. We have created a PowerPoint presentation to help everyone put a face to a name. Given the large number of scholarships awarded, we will read only a brief description and announce the donor and student recipients of each scholarship. As we traditionally do, we will recognize the 2020-2021 scholarship recipients within 3 scholarship categories. Those are endowed, restricted, and annual. An endowed scholarship within the MUSC Foundation generates a scholarship award once the fund reaches the $50,000 level. The interest then accrued supports the ongoing annual scholarship. Currently, the college has 33 named endowed scholarship funds, 25 of which will be awarded today. Our first scholarship is the Robert D. Alicia Aranio Craft Endowed Scholarship, which was created in 2017 to support exceptional students pursuing the profession of pharmacy. Alicia is joining us from Longboat Key for the ceremony. Thank you, Alicia, for tuning in today. Haney Barakat and Alyssa Uroka are this year's Robert D. and Alicia Aranio Craft Scholars. Alicia's father, Michael P. Aranio, established the Michael Aranio Endowed Scholarship in 1992 to support academically qualified students. Caroline Gable and Amanda Vickers are the recipients of this scholarship. The Howard Brooks Endowed Scholarship was established in 2017 to assist the college in recruiting and retaining underrepresented minority students. Devondra Ramsey is this year's recipient. The T.E. Childress and J.P. O'Brien Endowed Scholarship was established in 1995 by Ed Childress and John O'Brien, who were classmates and business partners in long-term care pharmacy. This year's recipient is Blair Daber. The Charles and Carol Cooper Endowed Scholarship was established in 1992 by Mr. Cooper, a member of the class of 1965. This year's scholarships are awarded to Ashley Bird and Nick Silvestri. The John and Louise Cormier PharmD MBA Endowed Scholarship supports deserving MUSC College of Pharmacy students who are successfully enrolled in the PharmD MBA program. Jane Liu is this year's recipient. The Dr. Alvin Dodds Endowed Scholarship is named for Dr. Alvin Dodds, a graduate from the class of 1949 who served on the faculty for almost 35 years. This year's recipient is Julie Comer. The Christopher Dunmire Memorial Scholarship is given in the memory of Christopher Dunmire, a 2006 College of Pharmacy graduate who died in a car accident in 2017. The scholarship has been endowed by Christopher's parents as a permanent tribute to him. This year's scholarship is awarded to Catherine Barwick. The Dr. William H. Golod Endowed Scholarship is named in honor of Dr. Golod, Dean and Professor Emeritus of the College of Pharmacy. Dr. and Mrs. Golod are joining us virtually today. Thank you, Bill and Marcia, for your continued commitment to the college. This year's recipient is Brittany Cunningham. The next scholarship is the Doctors Philip David and Raina Kniper Hall Endowed Scholarship. Raina, who is joining us from our home, and I created this scholarship in 2018 to support academically qualified students. We are excited to present this scholarship to Bethany Burnett. The Colonel Michael Heath Endowed Scholarship was created to support pharmacy education and the MUSC College of Pharmacy students. Mike Heath is joining us today from Kentucky. Mike, thank you for your continued generosity and support of the college. Zachary Crane is the recipient of this year's scholarship. The Robert C. Hubbard III Class of '69 Endowed Scholarship was established in 2017 by Rob's wife, Claudia, in recognition of his service and leadership to MUSC and the profession of pharmacy. Rob and Claudia are joining us today from Clemson. Thank you both for all you do for the college and our students. This year's scholarship is awarded to Chase Houston. The Dr. and Mrs. Arnold W. Carrig Endowed Scholarship was established in 2002 by Dr. and Mrs. Carrig, who are online with us today. Dr. Carrig is the Dean and Professor Emeritus of the MUSC, and Mrs. Carrig is a USC pharmacy graduate who completed her residency here at the Medical University of South Carolina. Thank you, Arnold and Diane, for joining us today in your continued leadership and dedication to the college. Abigail Justice is this year's recipient. The Dr. M.A. Lee Class of 2004 Endowed Diversity Scholarship was created in 2017 under the leadership of Dr. Maurice Lee, a 2004 graduate of the College of Pharmacy, who has actually joined us today all the way from California. Good morning, Maurice. This award benefits a deserving underrepresented minority student as he or she pursues a career in pharmacy. Henry Best is our 2020 Dr. M.A. Lee Endowed Diversity Scholarship recipient and the inaugural recipient of this scholarship. The Low Country Diagnostics Endowed Scholarship was established in 2001 by Mary Stewart Murphy and is awarded to students interested in nuclear pharmacy. This year's recipient is Rushan Lee. The Mr. John P. O'Brien, along with his wife, Ms. Betty O'Brien, established the John P. and Betty J. O'Brien Endowed Scholarship in 2008. This year's recipient is Bradley Pai Ashosky. The Bradley Gaskins Platt Memorial Scholarship was named for Barbara Gaskins Platt, who was a member of the class of 1980. Barbara's husband, John, established the scholarship after she passed away in 2010. Barbara and John's son, Todd, is participating from North Carolina today. Todd, thank you for supporting your mom's alma mater and legacy so well. This year's recipient is Melina Terran. The Vivian Platt Senior Memorial Endowed Scholarship was established by Vivian Platt in honor of his father, Ashley Bird, and Ashley Bird is this year's recipient. The Dr. and Mrs. Blake F. Putney Endowed Scholarship was established in 2016 to benefit students who exhibit the same passion and dedication to the pharmacy profession as Dr. Putney. Dr. Putney and Mrs. Putney's son, Tom Putney, and daughter, Barbara Hildreth, are joining from Charleston today. Thank you, Tom and Barbara, for being here as we celebrate the legacy of your mom and dad through the next generation of pharmacists. This year's recipient is Sarah Bruner. The Harry L. Rickenbacker Endowed Scholarship was established in 2001 to honor Dr. Rickenbacker, a member of the College of Pharmacy class of 1969, who went on to receive his degree in dental medicine. This year's recipient is Linda Zing. The Dick and Emily Schwerin Endowed Scholarship was established in 2001, the year Dick passed away, for a pharmacy student who exhibits exceptional academic merit. Cameron Brakefield is this year's recipient. Mr. Thomas G. Slaughter established the Thomas G. Slaughter Endowed Scholarship to support students who demonstrate high moral character and desire to impact society through pharmacy. Lynn Hazard and Drew Schauk are this year's recipients. The J.M. Smith Foundation Endowed Scholarship was established in 1995 through the generosity of the J.M. Smith Foundation. This year's recipient is Christina Tran. The M. Sharm Stedman Endowed Scholarship was established in honor of Dr. Sharm Stedman, a member of the class of 1982. This scholarship benefits a student who, like Sharm, embraces being a lifetime learner and advocate for changes to ameliorate patient care. Sharm's sister Cherie and parents Art and Sarah are joining us from Rock Hill today. Thank you, Art, Sarah, and Cherie, for supporting the College of Pharmacy and allowing us the privilege and honor to remember Sharm through this scholarship. The 2020 scholarship is awarded to Madison Salem. The Ralph M. Wilkie Endowed Scholarship was established by Mr. Wilkie, who is an alumnus and longtime professor. Emily Bradberg, Emily Bird, Amanda Everett, Allison Keys, Brianne Slavin, and Michaela Uskolski are this year's recipients. Before concluding the Endowed Scholarship portion of the ceremony today, I'd like to take a moment to recognize 8 scholarships which have been established either through a pledge or planned gift but are not given out today. The Barry M. and Ann Bonk Endowed Scholarship was established by Mr. and Mrs. Bonk through a bequest gift. The Dr. Richard T. Brock and Judith M. Brock Endowment was established by Ms. Brock through a bequest gift. The class of 1969 Endowed Scholarship was established under the leadership of Mr. Rob Hubbard and will provide scholarship once it is fully funded. The Dr. Justin H. Davis Endowed Scholarship was established through the encouragement of Mr. Jim Davis, a longtime member of the pharmacy faculty, and is named in honor of Jim's son and alumnus, Dr. Justin Davis. The Amelia Joan Gross Endowment Fund Scholarship was established by alumna Joanne Gross through a planned gift. The Kelly and Candy Hunt established the Kelly and Candy Hunt Endowed Scholarship through a planned gift. Dr. Vincent Ping established the Edith and Vincent Ping Endowed Scholarship Fund through a bequest gift. Lastly, I'd like to recognize the Stevens Family Endowed Fund created by MUSC Pharmacy alumnus Jenny Stevens. This is actually the first endowed scholar fund of its kind in the college. The fund was created to support professional development initiatives of students interested in non-traditional pharmacy roles. This will be awarded as a grant during this current academic year as COVID allows. Jenny is joining us today from the DC metro area. The next category is restricted tribute funds. These scholarships established in the MUSC Foundation are not fully endowed at the $50,000 level. We have 4 scholarships in this category to be awarded today. The first one is the Deborah Gordon Markle Memorial Scholarship, which was established by Debbie's family in 2004 to provide support to a student who embodied the qualities of professionalism, dedication, compassion that Debbie embodied. Debbie's twin brother, Daniel, is joining us all the way from New Jersey today. Thank you, Dan, for being with us. Lauren Beggy is this year's recipient. The Mr. F. Joseph Hodge Endowed Scholarship Fund was established in 2000 at the time of Mr. Hodge's retirement from the College of Pharmacy in honor of his distinguished service. Peggy Lowe is representing the Hodge family and is joining us today from Charleston. This year's recipient is Amy Ackershuk. The Dr. Julian E. McGill Endowed Scholarship Fund was established in honor of Dr. Julian McGill, who served the college for 27 years, not only as an educator, but also as an advisor. Julian, along with his wife, Ann, are joining us from Mount Pleasant today. Julian and Ann, thank you both for all that you've done for the college. This year's recipient is Shannon Himes. The Ralph M. Wilkie Alumni Association Scholarship, which is awarded through the College of Pharmacy's Alumni Association, was named to honor the dedication of Mr. Ralph Wilkie to the College of Pharmacy and the profession. Ms. Linda Cox, Ms. Sherry Wise, Ms. Anna Skipper, Ms. Claire Below are joining us today representing the Alumni Association. Thank you for your support of the college. This year's recipient is Britton Usher. I would now like to ask Dr. Kathy Worrell, Associate Dean, to help me recognize our annual scholarship donors and recipients.
Thank you, Dr. Hall, and good afternoon, everyone. I'm pleased to present the annual scholarships for this year. These scholarships are provided by various donors on an annual basis. The Doctors Lisa and Mitchell Cords Scholarship was established last year by Lisa and Mitch Cords to help support first-generation college students with a GPA of 3.5 or higher. Lisa and Mitch are in the DC area and are joining us virtually. Lisa and Mitch, thank you both for your continued support. This year's recipient is Emily Van Horn Overly. CVS Health supports 2 separate scholarships for 5 MUSC College of Pharmacy students. Mr. Steve Green, longtime friend of the MUSC College of Pharmacy and Senior Advisor, Talent Acquisition Management for CVS Health, and Leanne Simmons, Senior Consultant, University Relations Manager, are both joining us today. Thank you, Steve and Leanna, for your continued support. The first scholarship, the CVS Health Pharmacy Student Scholarship, is awarded to Bick Dow, Daniel Flynn, and Daniel Greco. The second scholarship is the CVS Health Spanish Pharmacy Student Scholarship. This scholarship is awarded to Anna Clara Eckridge and Tatiana Timor. Dottie's Pharmacy Scholarship is supported by Dottie and Scott Fairphone, owners of Dottie's Pharmacy on James Island. Dottie is a member of the class of 1999, and is the 2019 Distinguished Alumnus Award recipient. This year's Dottie's Pharmacy Scholarship is awarded to Carly Wilson. The First Choice Pharmacy Scholarship was established by Kelly and Candy Hunt. Kelly and Candy are members of the class of 1995, owners of First Choice Pharmacy in Duncan, South Carolina, and are joining us virtually from Easley, South Carolina today. Thank you both for your support of the college. This year's scholarship recipient is Hillary Ann Reeves. The Flanders Incorporated Scholarship was created by Kevin Floyd, a 1978 graduate of the College of Pharmacy. Kevin passed away in 2018, but his legacy continues to impact future generations of pharmacists, including those through his two sons, Matthew and Jeff, both MUSC Pharmacy alumnus. The scholarship is awarded to Brianna Davids. The Intramed Plus Scholarship was created by company's CEO and owner, Dr. Varner Richards, and his wife, Lynn, to recognize dedicated students with a passion for the pharmacy profession and an interest in pursuing health systems career opportunities. Varner and Lynn are joining us virtually from Columbia, South Carolina today. This year's scholarship recipients are Riley Schaefer, Skylar Haas, Kathy Lee, and Smit Patel. The Patricia Lott Scholarship was created by Mrs. Patricia Lott, a member of the Medical University of South Carolina Board of Visitors. This year's recipient of the Patricia Lott Scholarship is Kiana Ross. The Pharmacy Network Foundation Scholarship is the college's largest annual scholarship, providing 12 scholarships to the following students: Alexandra Almodovar, Christopher Donaldson, Hannah Epps, Kayla Kleinfeld, Maggie Langdale, Madison Lechner, Lewis Nelson, Casey O'Quinn, Jacob Smith, Corey Smolt, Keandris Williams, and Brenda Maldonado Yanez. The Phi Lambda Sigma Scholarship is supported by MUSC College of Pharmacy's chapter of Phi Lambda Sigma and is awarded to an MUSC pharmacy student who demonstrates dedication, service, and leadership in the advancement of pharmacy. This year's recipient is Tatiana Timor. The Brian Bailey Pig Memorial Scholarship was created in 1969 alumnus Graham Buddy Pig, along with his wife O'Byrne, in memory of their son, Brian. This year's recipients are Bethany Burnett, Elizabeth Cox, Amy Harrington, and Abigail Justice. Under the leadership of Dr. Lisa Saladin, Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost for the Medical University of South Carolina, the Provost Scholarships are awarded to students in each of the 6 colleges at MUSC. The College of Pharmacy recipients are Kira Atkins, Shayla Franklin, and Luke Nesbitt. Dr. Saladin, thank you for your continued support of the College of Pharmacy and for joining us virtually today. The South Carolina Pharmacy Foundation Scholarship is provided by the South Carolina Pharmacy Association to support a student who is an active member of the college's chapter of the APHA Academy of Student Pharmacists. This year's recipient is Nick Silvestri. The Doctors Walt and Lynn Huber Scholarship was created by Walt and Lynn Huber to support a student who has an intent to apply for residency after graduation. This year's recipient is Anna Croninger. The Walgreens Diversity and Inclusion Excellence Award and the Walgreens Multilingual Scholarship are supported through an annual diversity grant from Walgreens. Trey Bost is this year's recipient of the Walgreens Diversity and Inclusion Excellence Award. And Ahmed Alford is the recipient of the Walgreens Multilingual Scholarship. Dr. Marissa Beck, MUSC Pharmacy alumnus and Walgreens Specialty Pharmacy Manager, is joining us today, along with her 2-week-old son and hopefully future MUSC pharmacist Luke. The Elizabeth P. Waters Scholarship of Academic Merit is awarded through the MUSC Alumni Association on a rotating basis through the 6 colleges. The scholarship was named after Betsy Waters, longtime director of the Alumni Association, upon her retirement. This year's recipient is Bethany Burnett. The Captain Robert G. Wilkins Memorial Scholarship was created by Colonel Mike Heath in memory of his friend and colleague, Captain Wilkins, who served in the U.S. Air Force from 1965 to 1969 and in the U.S. Navy from 1978 to 2004. This year's Captain Robert C. Wilkins Memorial Scholarship Award goes to Ifeoma Okonkwo. Lastly, Dr. Pat Wooster, professor and chair, created the Patrick M. Wooster, PhD, Medicinal Chemistry Scholar to award to a student who excels in the basic sciences. This year's recipient is Melissa Ferris. Thank you to all the donors and congratulations to all of our student recipients. Yay. It's now my honor to introduce this year's student speaker, Haney Barakat. Haney is a 2020 Robert D. and Alicia Arenio Craft Scholar and member of the class of 2021. He holds numerous leadership positions within the college, MUSC, regionally, and nationally. Haney, thank you for being with us today to share your thoughts with the group.
Thank you. Congratulations to all of the recipients of scholarships this year. My name is Haney Barakat, and I'm from a small town called Anderson, South Carolina. I graduated from Clemson University in 2017 with a bachelor's in biochemistry. I still find myself in shock when I say that I'm already a fourth-year student here at MUSC. It feels like yesterday I was at orientation and walked into Ms. Fay's office for the first time for a piece of candy and to introduce myself. I'm so honored to speak with you all today at the 2020 College of Pharmacy Scholarship Recognition Ceremony. I'd like to talk with you all briefly about purpose. Purpose is a feeling of being a part of something bigger than yourself. Back in high school, I was given the senior superlative of most likely to brighten your day, and boy did that resonate with me. I've always felt an internal obligation to make others smile or to make any situation better in order to, well, brighten someone's day. This is what's driven me to work in the healthcare field. I will always be proud to say that my job is to educate patients on managing their disease states so they can live happier and healthier lives with their family. So, what is our purpose here? I know what you're all thinking. Wow, that's a loaded question. I don't want to speak for everyone, but I would assume that many of you here have chosen the field of pharmacy with the purpose to help others. This could be in a traditional sense, with direct patient care in community pharmacies, ambulatory care clinics, or inpatient hospital units. You can also aspire to help patients behind the scenes with novel and innovative pharmaceutical research or working in an industry setting. We're so blessed to say that the field of pharmacy has granted us countless ways to fulfill our purpose to help others. This purpose to help others extends further than just inpatient care. We're all here today due to the kindness and generosity of our donors, who have invested in our education as lifelong learners and future pharmacists. Our donors have extended their hands to us during our journey to help us achieve our goals moving forward. Your contributions and acts of kindness are inspiring and will positively influence our careers. We hope to pay it forward and follow your lead one day. We welcome our new students to the MUSC College of Pharmacy family. Your journey is just beginning, and you will grow more than you can ever imagine throughout this program. We start off in orientation as P1s, trying to remember the names of our classmates, professors, advisors, and all of those dang acronyms to those countless student organizations they keep telling us to join. Meeting all of the people who will be a part of this voyage with us for the next 4 years. We learn which study habits work and which study habits definitely do not work. We spend hours drawing out the amino acids and metabolic pathways on the whiteboards in the library. We learn how to compound medications and counsel patients effectively as we move into our first community rotation. In our second year, we get into the pharmacotherapy and dive deep into disease states, contraindications to medications, and guideline-directed therapy. We do our media fill for our hospital lab, and then some of us have to redo it, and then maybe some of us have to do it one last time since for some reason I can't get my gloves on in a sterile way. We progress into P3 year where we get into more advanced and specialized disease states. We walk into our first OSCE with butterflies in our stomach, not knowing who's on the other side of that wall listening to us ask the 3 prime questions. It goes by so quickly, but by the end of those 3 years, we walk with our heads high, ready and confident to take on 4th-year rotations. During our clinical year, we become experts at presenting patients, working with an interprofessional team, and analyzing literature. We get to see firsthand how small the world of pharmacy really is as we build connections with our preceptors. We also grow as well-rounded professionals, taking on jobs and internships along the way. We engage in volunteer experiences and community service. We start as mere members in our student organizations and grow into larger roles where we plan events and lead meetings. We attend regional and national leadership conferences where we expand our network and proudly present our research posters. We create deep connections with our advisors and mentors who strive to help us become the best pharmacists possible. This program also allows us to grow on a personal level. We discover our leadership styles and how to work effectively with others. We learn the importance of emotional intelligence and resilience as healthcare professionals. We learn how to manage our time, solve problems, and think critically. We build friendships and connections that will last a lifetime on this campus. Many of these friendships were founded by keeping each other awake during long nights of cramming for exams. We all share similar goals here along the way, whether these are long-term goals of a job, residency, or fellowship, or just a goal of getting to the end of a busy week. These friendships grow into some of the best support systems you can ever ask for, always encouraging you to do your best and to try your hardest. After 4 years, we finish this program and gather as a pharmacy family one last time to become hooded as doctors, excited to see where the road takes us ahead. So, what happens after graduation? Who are we going to be when we're done here? How are we going to continue to serve our purpose to help others? I cannot say I have all of the answers to these questions yet, but I can confidently say that I am extremely optimistic for my future. I've grown more than I could have ever imagined in the last 3 years, thanks to the relationships that I've built here. My experiences at MUSC are times I will cherish forever, and I have you all to thank for it. To our donors, your investment in our education and future will inspire us to keep pushing forward. You've lifted us up, encouraged us, and brightened our day, and we cannot be more thankful. To the scholarship recipients, I hope you never lose sight of what brought you to the scholarship recognition ceremony today. It is the values, skills, and talents that you've developed, along with the help and support of our donors and your MUSC family. Be proud of your accomplishments today and never doubt yourself. Continue to fulfill your purpose and spread your values to help others as you walk along the road ahead. We need it more than ever before in this day and age. Remember what it feels like to have someone invest in you, as our donors have today. Let it fuel your willingness to pay it forward in the future. I appreciate your time in letting me speak with you this afternoon. I wish we could have gathered in person to celebrate this occasion and show our donors our appreciation. My final words for you might be something you've heard a time or two in the last few months. Wear your mask, wash your hands, and keep a safe distance. And finally, remember your purpose as a pharmacist. Always strive to brighten someone's day. Thank you.
Haney, thank you so much. I appreciate you sharing with us today your service and leadership to the college. As we wrap up today's ceremony, our students wanted a chance to personally show their appreciation in a very COVID era fashion. If you switch to gallery view, you will be able to see the signs of appreciation from all of us. Thank you for being with us here today and all you do for the college. I would also like to thank Megan Draper for her hard work and planning and execution of this event. It remains an honor and privilege to serve as the Dean of the MUSC Pharmacy family. I am forever grateful for your support, commitment, and dedication. Please know that my door is always open if I can ever be of service to you. I hope everybody has a wonderful afternoon and great weekend. Thank you.